Indeed, it is a vacation. Good to have you join us. Hope you're having a great time in Zanzibar. I can imagine. I'm seeing the pictures and it's really amazing. Good to have you join us, Boss Rudolph. Irene, good to see you as well. Anybody else, if you can hear me loud and clear, please type your name. Yes, Tony from Ho, good to have you join us as well. Justine from Accra, lovely to have you joining us. All right, guys. Now let's do this. Oh, Anastasia is having a blast in Zanzibar. Great. All right, so let's do this now. We are discussing Autoship. Unfortunately, we don't have any new partners on this call, but I'm hoping that the message will be carried across. By the big guys on the call at the moment. Now, Autoship, you all know what it is already, but for the purpose of those who might watch this on a replay, I'm going to take my time and go through it pretty fast, because like I said, this is a straight to the point kind of training session. Now, basically, Autoship simply means automatic shipping. When the business was set up, it started in a jurisdiction, in a country where they have an organized shipping or mailing system. And so if you realize, Max International in the USA has only one office, a single office, and that office is the head office in Utah. Now, out of this one office in Utah, Max International supplies all the associates in the USA and Canada. Max does not have an office in Canada. It is the same office in the USA that supplies products to Canada as well. So basically, you sit in your house and you place an order on the Max website, and your products are shipped to you. Now, instead of placing an order every single month, which could be tedious, especially for somebody who is doing the business long term, keeping it in mind that I need to do an order every month can be tedious, can be frustrating, you might even forget it. And so the concept came about that instead of you remembering to place an order, why don't we set an automatic standing order on your account, so that when you enter the date and you agree that on the 5th of every month, Max International should deduct from your account a certain amount of money and then send you equivalent value in products, so that if you say they should deduct $100 from your account, the Max will deduct that $100 automatically from your account and then send you a box of CellGBT or 6 boxes of CellGBT to your address at home. You don't have to come to the office, and Max doesn't have to come to your house, but the products will get to you automatically. So that's what Autoship means, automatic shipping. Unfortunately, when the company came to Ghana, Africa, we do not have, or at the time, we did not have an organized mailing system or an effective mailing. Let me change the word, an effective mailing system. And so, technically speaking, we in Ghana or we in Africa did not have Autoship. Because you physically had to go, when Max came initially, you physically had to go to the office and then you pay them in money, and then you pick the products, and the volume is reflected in your back office as well. And so, but over time, we found ways and means to make it more convenient. So now you can sit in your house and then place an order, and then a dispatch rider will bring it to you. In fact, Max has taken it one more step closer to having Autoship in Ghana, because now you can actually go to your back office right now, place an order, make your payment either by Visa or by mobile money, and then you can actually even put in your address, your delivery address, and yes, the products will be automatically shipped to you. And so gradually, we are now approaching the point where we can safely say that we have Autoship system set up in Ghana. The other African countries will get them as time goes on, but since Max came to Ghana first, they are piloting this Autoship system in Ghana first. So now you can sit in your house and place an order in your back office, and that product will be delivered to you. Or you can do a preferred customer registration, and the products will be delivered to that preferred customer, because everything has been done. You pay online either by Visa or by mobile money, and the products are delivered to you within a stipulated time. I think the time is within 24 to 48 hours. Your products will be delivered to you, which is progress. I mean, we've actually wanted this for a long time, and now we finally have it. So that's a lot of progress. So now we have a form of Autoship happening in Ghana as well. So that is just the what. Now we are discussing the what, the who, the why, the when, and the how. So that's the what. What is Autoship? Basically, simply means automatic shipping. But let's take it a bit deeper. Now, Autoship, in that sense of the word, is your commitment, your monthly commitment, minimum commitment to the company. So you join this industry or this company, Max International, and Max International has products. Now, network marketing is simply a payment system that rewards you for work that you have done. And so the only way Max International can know that you have done work is when product moves through your organization. When I say move through your organization, what I mean is that either you yourself or people in your team are purchasing products. So any volume that passes through your team, Max International is going to pay you a commission based on how much volume that is. Now, this volume that is moving through your business, one of the key ways that the volume moves is through Autoship, because every month, everybody in the organization has a commitment with the company that we are going to purchase 6 bottles of Celgivity. I'm using Celgivity because it's the most popular, is the most is the fastest selling product. So I'm going to use Celgivity for the illustration. So when people purchase Celgivity 6 bottles, they get 100 points, and that 100 points is their Autoship for that month. Is their commitment, is their activation, their business activation for that month. If you do not do this 100 points, your business is considered inactive. What does an inactive business mean? An inactive business means that for that period that you are inactive, the company does not recognize you as a Max associate. And yes, that's very simple. The company does not recognize you as a Max associate because you are inactive. Now, it's kind of like when you go to school and you haven't paid your fees. By all means, it's possible that the teacher will not even mind. You can go to the class, listen to him or her, just go to the motion. But when it comes time for you to write the exam, then they are going to hit you with the fact that you have not paid your fees, and so they will not allow you to write the exam, which then means that the whole time you are spent in the school is a waste of time, because the certificate you need, you're not going to get. In the same way, if you do not do your Autoship or you do not activate your account, nobody will stop you from doing the business. You can still go ahead and invite people for BOMs. You can still go ahead and prospect people. But when it comes time for the company to pay commissions, because you have not activated your account, they do not consider you a Max associate, and so you are not going to get paid your commission. It is very painful and something that must be avoided at all costs. And this is because you agreed to it before you signed up, and you signed up into the business. And I'm sure you say that, but you never agreed to anything. Well, indeed, the very first day you signed into your virtual office, you actually agreed again. And so many of us may not have read the terms and conditions, but it is there. You are given ample time to read it, because when you enter your username and password, the first place it comes to is the terms and conditions. So before you can even go into the virtual office, you have to tick that you have read the terms and conditions. And so every time you log in, you tick. Every time you log in, you tick. You are agreeing multiple times that you have read the terms and conditions. So you cannot come back later and claim that nobody has shown you the terms and conditions, because it is accessible, it's available to you every time you log into your back office. So please pay attention to some of these things, because it is important that you understand what you are agreeing to. And when you tick yes to the terms and conditions, you have agreed that every month you are going to make a purchase of a minimum amount of products. And when you make that purchase of a minimum amount of products, then you have activated the account and you qualify to receive commission should you do what is commissionable. Very, very important. So this is why we must do Autoship. Now, the interesting thing is that this concept of Autoship it's a source of controversy for a lot of people. Now, I have been in the network marketing industry this is my 7th year in the network marketing industry. I have had my challenges with Autoship back and forth, and this challenge didn't go away by itself. It went away because of research. I got to a point I was very confused, because people kept coming up with the fact that in their company they don't do Autoship. In their company there's no monthly commitment. In their company there's no minimum commitment and all sorts of things. So I had to actually go and do research to find out for myself if indeed this is true. Because at some point I felt as if Max was taking advantage of me as a person, and it was affecting my ability to prospect, my ability to bring people into my team. Because if I am being used by the company, why would I want to bring somebody into the business to also use that person? So I had to find out what is the industry standard when it comes to network marketing and Autoship. And what I found is mind-blowing. Now, here's the thing. Every network marketing company does a form of Autoship. Now, this is the reality. They may tell you differently, but when you do the research, you end up finding out that every network marketing company does Autoship. Now, the Autoship might be front end or it might be back end. The Autoship might be transferred or it might not be transferred. This is what I mean. When we say front end, what we have is Autoship, where you have to pay out of pocket for the minimum requirements. So Max International will give you we do a front loaded what they call Autoship. When you join the business, you have to take money from your pocket and buy the product every month. They will pay you your commission. You still have to take the money out of that commission and then do your Autoship. So Max International system is they'll pay you everything. Then you now have to take out money and then do your Autoship. So that is front. You face it in your front. You see what you are getting yourself into. You see the money in your account. Then you take out some other money and buy the product again from Max International. So that's front loaded. Then we have those at the back end. They will tell you don't have to take the money from your pocket to go and buy the products. But by the time they are paying you your commission, they have made the deduction towards your Autoship. I don't know if that makes sense. So let's say your commission is 10,000 Ghana cedis and the Autoship cost is 500 Ghana cedis. They will pay you 9,500 Ghana cedis, so that the 500 cedis they take out is towards Autoship. Then they'll supply you the products at the end of the month without you having to physically take money out of your pocket and then go and pay for those items. Now, the thing is, every strategy has its pros and cons. Off the top of my head, I can think of a con with the Max approach. The difficulty with the Max approach is that because you have to take money out of your pocket to make the Autoship, it feels painful. It's painful. Why should I spend my hard-earned money to buy a product that I don't even know if I'm going to sell or not? So many people don't do Autoship until they have a customer. Yes, we've all been there. I mean, we've been through. I know that feeling. I was there too. But I'll tell you for free. You have to overcome that limitation. Otherwise, your business will never really take off. It's a limitation that will keep you down there. If you only act when you have a buyer, you will not see the bigger picture. You understand? You need to put pressure on yourself to create a diamond that you desire. But that's an aside. Obviously, the advantage of the backloaded one is that because you're not taking money out of your pocket, you don't feel the pinch. You understand? But it also has its con, because you may have budgeted with the money that's coming in, and then now it comes in and it's short. So that's a problem. But we can have a session and talk about all of those things. But there's another kind of Autoship that is even more confusing. And here's the thing. So there are companies that tell you that we don't you don't have to pay any monthly Autoship, and then they don't take any money from your commission. But then they'll tell you that every single month you literally have to go out there and find new people to join your business. Now, here's the catch with this one. So you may have brought in 10 people last month, but the 10 people you brought in last month, you cannot leverage on them or their volume this month. So when you bring in 10 people this month, whatever they do in the next month, you don't benefit from it. You have to go and bring in a new batch of people before you can earn commission. Now, this is a very difficult system. And for me, having had all the experience I've had, I can tell you that that's a very difficult system. But interestingly, that's also a system that a lot of people flock to. A lot of people who have not spend time to analyze the systems, they flock to it because it looks so good. There's no Autoship requirement, and once there's no Autoship requirement, everything else doesn't matter. They just jump in there, But what I'm saying is that every network marketing company, there's Autoship. You just have to dig a bit deeper to understand what's going on. In the same way, there are companies that, for instance, they'll promise you there's a car component. They'll give you a car. But if you read the fine print, and I stress on the fine print, you will see it embedded in the fine print is a clause where they are going to deduct the value of the car from your commissions. So yes, they will give you the car, but you end up paying for the car through deductions from your commissions. And here, the reality is that there is no free lunch. Everything you do, somebody is going to pay for it, whether it's you paying directly or somebody coming behind you pay directly. There's a payment, so don't be in a hurry to accept free things. Analyze the situation and see what's going on. Let me be frank with you. Even the various Max trips that we are going on, that we go on all the time, it is not free. Yes, Max has paid for you to go and chill in Zanzibar. Max has paid for us to go and chill in Maldives. It is not free. You are going on that trip because you have given Max a certain a certain volume of business. If you did not give Max that volume of business, they would not pay for you to go and enjoy that trip. So for instance, to be able to qualify for Zanzibar, you should have maintained gold, is it 3 or 4 times? And when you maintain gold that many times, then you qualify for Zanzibar. And so it's not as if they just got up and said, A, B, C, D, Anastasia, Edwin, go to Zanzibar. No, it doesn't work like that. You already paid for that Zanzibar trip from the service you have rendered. And so that is it. Network marketing companies were set up to also make profits. So they are not going to commit money where they don't see profit, where they don't see return. And so they are investing in you by taking you to Zanzibar, by taking me to Maldives, by taking whoever to whoever, so that you will come back and with the knowledge and the experience you have had, you come in and do more business, because obviously, who no like free thing, who no like go chill for place. So you want to go back to the next place. Like next year we are going to Ireland, we are going to Italy, and so on and so forth. These are all great places I want to go, and because I want to go there, I'm going to do my business well so that I can get to all those trips to go and enjoy. So no free lunch anywhere. It's a hand go, hand come. You give value, you get value, and everybody's happy. So if somebody comes to you and promises you return for no value given, then you should be careful. You should be wary about it. It's kind of like gambling. You give small and you expect to get big. This is why many people don't get much out of gambling. A few people do get a lot out of it, but the majority of people do not get much out of gambling, because you cannot get something for nothing. Very, very important. So that is the Autoship conundrum. Autoship is in every network marketing company, but they come in different shapes and forms. So you have to be smart and determine what exactly you are getting yourself into. So we talked about the what, we've talked about the why, and the why. Let me add a bit to the why. The why is that Autoship helps a business to be sustainable. Let me paint a scenario, and I expect to get some responses in the comment section quickly. Now, if you were a business owner, if you run a restaurant, which of these two situations would you prefer? Every month, this is scenario one. Every month, you have to go out there and find people or do marketing campaign and get people to come and buy from you 100 plates of food in a month, so that you can meet your rent, pay your staff, and then pay your bills and stay in business. You need to find 100 people to come and buy from you every month. That's scenario one. Or scenario two, would you rather wish that you had a contract with a company where you are guaranteed of selling them 50 plates in the month, and in which case you only have to go and worry about 50 extra plates from elsewhere? Which of these two scenarios should you prefer? The scenario where you have a contract, or the scenario where you don't have any contract and you have to start everything afresh every single month? Which one would you prefer? And let me have some feedback from you guys. And if you prefer the contract, type B. If you prefer the no contract, type A. Thank you very much. I see it. I see a B in the comment section. So let me repeat. If you prefer the contract method, please type B. If you prefer the no contract, type A. Okay, the question again, I'm saying that if you run a business and you didn't have any guaranteed purchases, you have to find customers every month to meet your minimum requirement, versus having a business where somebody comes to you and says that I'm guaranteed that every month I'll come and buy X amount of products from you, which means that you don't have to now worry about that. You just have to find small people and add on top of that to meet your target. Which one would you prefer? So where you have the contract is B, and where you don't have any contract is A. Which one would you prefer? Great, it looks like B is winning. So, and yes, and I mean, it's common sense. B will win because B gives you some guarantee, it gives you some cushion, so that if you had to even go to the bank to get a loan, you can take the contract that you have in your hand to the bank and tell the bank that I have a contract to supply 20 plates of food to this company every single month. And so for me to be able to meet that target, I need a loan of 10,000 Ghana cedis so that can be a reality. And the bank will most likely give you that loan because of the contract you are holding. You understand? In the same way, when your team is doing Autoship, you as the business builder, you have a cushion. So if you have a team of 1,000 people and 100 of them have committed to do Autoship, that means that every month you are guaranteed of getting at least 1,000 volumes from your 1,000 volumes from your 100 people. That's a guarantee, and you can now build on top of that 1,000 to meet whatever target you have set for yourself. So if every month the people doing Autoship in your team increases, your cushion is also increasing so that you can now focus on other things. But if you are in a system where there's no Autoship, which means that every month you have to start afresh, that is very difficult. And that is no different from the job we are doing, from our work that we are doing, because it's a zero-sum game. When you go to work, you get paid a salary. Nobody gives you a salary, a compounded salary. They don't give you a salary in January and then double that salary in February and increase it by 5 times in March. It doesn't work like that. Your salary is, you work, you get your salary, it drops to zero, you start again, the cycle continues. But if your job was paying you on Autoship basis, you'd have a baseline. And then when you do more work, you add to that baseline. When you do more work, you add to that baseline. So Autoship actually gives you some cushion, gives you a guarantee, which is why we need to build a bigger team, because you and I know that only about 20% of your team or your organization is going to be serious with their Autoship. So depending on how big your team is, that will reflect on how big your 20% is. And so the bigger your 20%, the more cushion you have, which means that the more leverage you have to build elsewhere. If you wanted to go and build in Kenya right now, you may not be able to go because your Autoshipping team is not big enough to give you the cushion you need to go and build in Kenya. If you move from Ghana to go and live in Kenya, your team will collapse because that Autoshipping team is not strong enough. But if you have a cushion, a big enough cushion, you can leave Ghana and go and spend a month in Nigeria and still have that cushion there whilst you are building your team in Nigeria. So Autoship is actually a very good thing for you as a business builder. And it's also a good thing for Max International. So every one of us who is building the business seriously, we all benefit from Autoship. So it's time that we understand it well, so we can leverage on it properly. So that's the why. Now, the other question is, how do you do Autoship? Now, I've already touched on this. This is the technique. This is just technical. You go to your back office now. Now, if you are building your business in Ghana, you go to your back office, you go to order, or you go to shop. You can click on the product you are looking for. If it's longevity, you click on longevity. It will then open to give you the dialog box. How many boxes of longevity? How many boxes of longevity? Of course, you must check the availability, because on the website they will not tell you whether it's available in Ghana or not. So you check availability with the ambassadors. If the product is available, you go to your back office. You can place your order there, and the product will be delivered to you wherever you are in Ghana. It's actually happening. The pilot has started with Accra, and the delivery pilot has started in Accra. But all the other regions, you can actually place the order and go and pick it up yourself or arrange your own delivery. For now, the delivery is available in Accra. You can do all that in a virtual office and it will be delivered to you. Over time, it will be expanded to all the other offices as well. So that's the how. The how is very simple. Or you can simply walk into the office and then just place your order and get your products. Now, the when is a big deal. The best time to do your Autoship is in the first week of the month. In fact, the first day of the month. This is because you are starting a new month. The mindset, everything is new. You are starting afresh. You need to start with a certain energy. You need to start with a certain vim, vigor, a certain excitement, And so if you do your Autoship in the first week, because the excitement is there, it sets the tone for the rest of the month. Of course, there's also an economic argument as well. Because you have received the salary at the end of the last month, you have money, so you can actually take that money and do your Autoship. Your customers also have money at that time because they have also received their salaries, and so the best time to sell your product is when your customer obviously has money in hand. If you miss that opportunity to sell the product, then you now have to deal with all the tossing around left and right, the what do you call it, the disappointment, because the money is finishing or the money is finished. And if the money is finished, obviously they will take the product on credit, and then you will spend your next month Autoship chasing them to pay for the last month products. And so the best time to do your Autoship is in the first week of the month. It sets the tone for the whole month. It makes you realize that there is work to be done, because when you buy the products and the products are sitting in front of you, you must find customers to take those products. But if you don't have the products in front of you, then you are relaxed. You are laid back, because even if I don't get customers, there's nothing to lose, but there's something to lose, because if you don't do that Autoship, you are not only going to lose your commissions, you're also going to lose your accumulated points. And some of these points didn't come from you, it came from your upline. hard work by your uplines has put some volumes on your legs. Some of you have 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 volumes on your leg. If you do not do your Autoship, you are going to lose all that volume, and that is really, really sad. Sad for you and sad for the one who put the volumes there. And so you need to do your Autoship so that at least it will encourage your upline to help you build a business. Because if you came to me, you ask me a question, if you ask me one question, I'll probably answer. But by the time you ask me a second and third question, I'll be checking your back office. If you haven't done your Autoship, I'm not going to respond because you are you are a leaking basket. If I pour all my wisdom in you, it will just flow out and no return will come to me. And so you must do your Autoship so that we know that we are on the same page. We are heading towards the same target. The Autoship is what unites us. Autoship is what makes us Max Associates. If you don't do Autoship, even the company does not recognize you as a Max Associate. So what business do I have to show you how to build a Max business? You are only an associate when you have done your Autoship. So the Autoship must be done and done early. Because if you wait to do Autoship later in the month, there is no time to now go and work out and to work and get commission. If you did it in the first week, you are giving yourself 2 to 3 weeks to actually work and make commissions. If you do the Autoship in the last week, there is no time to do Autoship. However, having said that, the next best time to do your Autoship is as soon as you remember. So assuming you missed the first week window and then you quickly remember that I haven't done my Autoship, do it immediately. Because if you postpone it again, before you realize you are in the last week, and sometimes you may actually forget to do Autoship, and then you lose all the points. Then it becomes even more difficult to come back and build a business. You understand? So it's very, very important that you take these things seriously, and then you condition your mind. Everything begins with the mind. When I joined this Max business, I mean, I didn't even have any experience in doing business per se, but one of the things I caught early was the power of Autoship. Because you do the Autoship and you know that you must get that money back from the Autoship you've done. It's two things. You're either going to sell the product, or you're going to prospect and find partners who are going to come in, and the commission from those signups will pay for that Autoship. So whatever be the case, you have taken that money from a difficult place, from a hard place, and you have used that money to buy products to activate your account. And so you must earn that money back and replace it from wherever you took it, so that you can now build your business and look forward to the future. And that is why you must do it early, And so at this point, if you have any question you want to ask, please go ahead and type it on the comment section, or you can unmute your mic and just ask your question as well, so that we can address it quickly. Because Autoship is indeed the lifeline in our business. Without Autoship, our business will just grind to a halt. It will just crumble, because there's no consistency of income. Autoship gives us stability, and it gives us consistency of income. And so without Autoship, you don't have any stability. And any business that does not have stability does not have a future. Any business that does not have stability does not have a future. Until you fix the issues that are affecting the stability of the business, you cannot build on top of that foundation. So the foundation is critical, and the foundation of our business is Autoship. And so we must understand this Autoship and do our part, so that we can then build on that and achieve our goals. And so the foundation is key. Autoship is the foundation. If you have any question, this is the time. Please drop your question. You can post it as a text, or you can unmute your mic and then ask your question as well, so that we can help address those challenges, and then we proceed from there. In the meantime, if you have got some value, what you have heard has been good for you, if you have learned something new, please go ahead and type value in the comment section. I'll be happy for that feedback as well. Dr. Edwin is asking, does volume from preferred customer order contribute to Autoship? Yes, it does. Preferred customer volume contributes to Autoship, but there's a catch. Remember that before you can earn commission, you must have at least 50 PV done. You must have bought at least 3 bottles of Cellgevity, to get at least 50 PV. Or a box to avoid confusion, just buy at least 1 box of Cellgevity. When you purchase a box of Cellgevity, you have at least 50 CV. When you have that 50 CV, then you qualify for commission. So you qualify for fast start, you qualify for preferred customer, and some other commission. Those 2 major commissions. The rest of the commissions, you have to add the rest of the volume before you can qualify. However, when you have not done your Autoship at all, when you have zero PV, you don't earn any commission. But when you buy from in a preferred customer account, you are going to get volume as well. So if the Celgivity is giving you, let's say, for easy calculation, let's say Celgivity is giving you 50 CV, 50 points. When you buy in a preferred customer account, you're going to get half of that volume. So that will be 25 points. So 25 points will be credited to you as points, which then means that if you buy a second box of Celgivity in a preferred customer account, you're going to get an extra 25 CV. So when you add 25 CV to 25 CV, it means that now your account has got 50 CV. So now at this point, you qualify for commission. Before this point, you do not qualify for commission. So even though you have purchased 2 boxes of products through preferred customer, you won't earn any commission because you were not active at that point. But immediately you get the 50 points from the 2 boxes. Now, if you were to register a third, if you were to buy a third box of LGBT through a preferred customer, now you are going to earn the commission because now your account is active. I hope this explanation is clear. So basically, we are saying that if you bought 1 box of products as a preferred customer, you're going to get 50% of the volume. So for this illustration, that's 25 points. 25 points is not enough to activate your account. So you have 25 points, but you're still not active. When you buy a second box to a preferred customer, you get an additional 25 points. So now your total points is 50. Because you have 50, it means you now have your account is now active. So when you buy another box of product in a preferred customer, then you now qualify for commission. Very, very important, very simple. So technically, you don't have to use your money to do the Autoship. You can actually get customers to do your Autoship on your behalf. It's also possible. It all depends on what you are trying to achieve in your business and how fast you want to get there. Very, very important. Okay, yes, thank you very much for the summary on the page. Any other question? Any other question? Any other contribution? Yes, thank you for the feedback. I see a lot of value rating in the comment section as well. Thank you very much. Super, super. Okay, so basically the sum in a nutshell, this is Autoship for you. And like I said, I know it's a very difficult concept for a lot of us to understand, but think about it this way. Every other thing we do in this world is also based on Autoship. If you go to school, you pay school fees. That is the Autoship. The school is demanding Autoship from you. School fees is Autoship. If you have DSTV, you have to pay monthly subscription. ECG is monthly. Yes, water is monthly. Rent is monthly. Salary, everything we do is based on a subscription method, subscription system. So it is no different in network marketing. It's no different at Max International. You have to subscribe to get the returns. I don't understand. I don't know why Edwin is angry with ECG, but you have to do Autoship, otherwise you sleep in the dark. All right, guys. So thank you very much for being here this evening. Thank you very much. I hope that you got something out of it. Let's go out there and share this information with our teammates, especially the new guys, so that they can also understand the concept and then jump on board, and then we can stabilize the foundation and then build on top of it. Thank you very much and have a lovely, lovely evening, guys. Stay blessed. Peace.